and welcome back to episode 3 of Cooking Favorites for My Favorites. This week I am making I'm making sloppy joes with french fries. So here I have my deep fryer. It's really messy, please ignore it. I'm going to turn it on and I'm going to set it to 350 degrees. I accidentally put a timer on it. I don't put a timer on it. Alright, and now here we are. I am getting a small butter knife out, turning my stove on to medium heat, and I will be melting some butter. Here I have my butter tray, and it looks like I'm getting a little over a tablespoon of butter and getting that started melting in my pan. Close up my butter tray here and just set that off to the side. I'm gonna get my spoon here and just swirl it around the pan, get it to where the butter is melting faster. Getting the excess stuff off of my spoon. And from here, I'm going to be adding my ground beef. Now, yes, this is how I package my ground beef. I get ground beef in bulk, and then I separate it into like pound-ish sized blocks, and I put them in Ziploc bags. It's a lot more economically sound to do, and it makes it easier to store. So here I am just getting the meat all separated to brown up in the butter. It's all broken apart. Alright, now in this shot, the meat is clearly brown, so I am just giving it another stir before I take it over to the sink, and I have already drained it here. Getting all of the oil and stuff off of it and taking the pan over to the stove. And I didn't get the shot, I thought I did, but I have added an onion, a bell pepper, diced up, and a mound of garlic. I don't know how much garlic I used, I know I used a lot. And here I am getting the first batch of fries going. I already have an open batch of fries, so here I am just getting them out and pouring the last of what's in this fry bag into the basket. And I shake it to level it out. And I put the lid on before I drop the fries into the oil so that I don't get sprayed. And here I am setting the timer for 8 minutes. This is very golden brownness. And here I am getting underneath. Oh, that was my stainless steel bowl underneath there. It made noise, but here I am making my platter that my fries are going to go onto, and I am getting a few layers of paper towels on here so that any excess oil that is left on the fries after they come out of the fryer can drain off onto the paper towels. And that was not an even amount of paper towels, but I just folded it to make it look like it was even, so we now have our tray fries. Now that we have cooked off our onions and bell pepper just a little bit, and my sniffly nose, of course, just stirring that up before I add the next stuff. And here I'm grabbing my 1.5 cups of ketchup starch, getting that all poured into the pan. And then I have a cup of water here to start the sauce process, and this is where you use your own judgment. To me, it looked like that there was just not enough ketchup, so I added more ketchup as needed. So this is my first batch of ketchup, and I just pour it in, and I stir it in to see if it has the consistency I want. And from here now, it doesn't even look like the consistency I would want, for me anyway. So I'm just adding more ketchup again. And you add as much ketchup as you believe. I think I ended up adding about 2.5 cups of ketchup instead of the 1.5 cup that my recipe told me to use, that I use for inspiration. But 2.5 cups here looks like it is the perfect amount of ketchup. Just stirring it in, getting it all mixed together. And so now I'm gonna add my spices, my brown sugar, dried mustard, chili powder first, and just getting them all stirred in, getting those spices mixed into the sauce. Getting it all mixed in, all melted, married together. And then it's time for the Worcestershire sauce, a few dashes of that. And it looks like I go a little heavy-handed here with it. I turned it down there a little bit so that it doesn't bubble over. It looks like I go a little heavy-handed with it, but I did not add salt at all in this process, so the Worcestershire sauce actually added the salt content I needed. So, stirring it all together, getting that all married together, making it all nice and together. Now I'm adding the lid and we simmer for 15 or so minutes. Frying in the fryer. I didn't get any clips of the beeping sound of the fryer going off because it's annoying and I don't like it. So here, it's been 8 minutes and the first batch of fries is going down on the platter. I did not angle this shot well, but they are going onto their platter. I'm cooking the basket onto the hook in the fryer. And I'm using Raven seasoning to liberally season the fries and get them all nice and seasoned for eating later. Just using my tongs to mix them up, essentially. And here I have my bag from Grocery Outlet, my bag of fries that I bought. And I thought they were going to be the big, thick crinkle cut fries, but ended up being like really small crinkle cut fries. And so I ended up putting in more than half the bag into this second batch. And it's still, after leveling it out, fit in the fryer. Once again, lid on first before dropping the fries into the fryer. Here I am once again stirring the meat mixtures. I mean, you gotta watch it to make sure that it doesn't burn because there is sugar in there. So you don't want to leave it alone for too long or else it'll burn. So just keep an eye on it. It should be on a low heat setting, so just let it cook. And here I am getting some fries for myself. A few fries for me, the chef, because they were yummy and I love fries. And once again, take them out, let them sit for a second, take them out, get some oil off. You can see the oil drip right there. And this time I did get a shot of the platter. So put that down. And I'm going to, again, season liberally with the Raven seasoning. And get it all mixed together. And some of the fries did get caught underneath the paper towel, and I am rather dedicatedly trying to get them out from underneath so that all the fries can be coated nicely. One fell off. Okay, put it back on. And here we are getting the last batch of fries in. That will be finished off camera. Once again, shake to level, lid, drop, and 8 minutes. And so here I have decided that I'm not going to wait for the third batch to be done, so I am getting the pot of meat. It has been spent its time on the stove. And here I'm just getting that. I am turning off the stove. I got my buns here. And I am going to put my meat on my bun. And you can see the steam coming off the pot. It is a beautiful sight of steam. Getting enough, for me anyway, enough meat on my buns. It's gorgeous. And then closing that up, pushing it off to the side just a little bit so that I can get some fries here on my plate. This lighting is horrible, but we'll get better later. And the money shots.
Okay, time for the taste test. mean, they're amazing.
So, thank you for watching this week's episode.
I'll see you next week. Bye.